We'll take a look at what happened last week in the market and got it on a little bit broader view right here. Going to narrow down a little bit so you can get a closer look at what happened last week. So we came in, through the new week right through here. This was the first candle coming into Monday. I really thought we would have some pullback because of this, but news drives these markets, and that's one reason I've struggled so much this year because, I look at the moves we have through here, and I can see here, and I see weakness here, I see weakness here, and I'm still expecting a pullback down below this 1 ATR back into this mean. And truthfully, I'm still thinking that from a strictly technical standpoint, we've got to have some pullback here. Let's look at a couple of the other charts on the ES. This is the wave chart. You can tell RSI is very, very, very high right now. And we're above this second Keltner channel. What I'm probably going to do in one of my longer term accounts is Monday, when the market opens, if we're still anywhere within this candle, I think I'm really going to start to maybe buy some puts or do a put debit spread. I just don't see that these RSIs can hold. I don't know if we'll get this pullback we got through here. It may be more of a pullback like this, but going into the end of the year, I'm still thinking there's going to be a pullback and a sell-off to get us back into this 3180 range at least, somewhere in this neighborhood, because by then this wave would have moved up. And we'll take a look at the moving averages, and you can see the same thing. The gap is starting to widen between them, and we know historically, yes, this gap can continue up for a while, but it will eventually start to close back in. And I just really, really, really feel like we are overbought right now, and obviously the RSI tells us that. But I'm seriously, I'm going to be looking at some puts now with the RSI here. With all this move up that I see, I think it's time for me to start to hedge my positions. I've gotten a little bit of trouble here with an ES strangle I have going on. I had to roll it out a couple of weeks in order to move my my short up a little bit higher because it was getting threatened, and it's left me with kind of an upside down position because now I do not have enough room between the strikes on my strangle. There'll probably be a video on that whenever I close that trade out. I'm probably shooting for a little bit better than break even on it right now, which will be the first one this year that I haven't made real good money on. No, I don't think I'll take a loss on it, but it may end up meaning that I don't make a lot. But I want to show you something else too. Hold on just a second. I switched over to the IYT, which is the transportation EFT. And the reason I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. This was a Bollinger, a Fibonacci I ran, so we can get an idea of what kind of full pullbacks we might get from here, which we didn't really get that. We got a pullback into the wave, and then we saw strength again. If I decide not to do the puts in the ES, which now that I look at this, to be honest, I'm not sure I am going to do the puts in the ES. I think I may buy puts right here in the IYT, either a put debit spread or just an outright put. And the reason is RSI is not very high. We're just above the wave, which is, as we look at the action we've got going on here, this is a very, very flat wave. So you really can't tell direction here as far as if you're looking to go long or short. We're going to take a look at it from the Bollinger Bands. Once again, I'm really not getting the trend through here. Let's take a look at the moving averages. Moving averages are showing me a little bit are in an uptrend. I've got the 200, the 50, 30, 20, 10. So I do show an uptrend here, but it's a very weak one. And a couple of things I know, and yes, I trade technicals, but it's not to say I completely ignore fundamentals. Because one thing that I do know is in 2019, twice as many trucking companies failed as compared to 2018. And I also know that there's some brokerage companies which are intermediaries between the shippers and the carriers, where they give the freight out to carriers. They are also failing at a record rate. So that tells me the economy is slowing, and which tells me this is going to be heading down. I would expect this trend line to hold, and as I sell my puts, I'd probably have my stop somewhere up in here of where I would be willing to say it's possible that I'm wrong. But truthfully, I'm going to have a lot of trouble letting go of that because I really do believe that the economy is going to turn, and the transportation sector should be a leading indicator in that. And it's something I'm really, really going to keep a close eye on as we move forward. As early as Monday, I'm going to be looking at some puts, depending on how the market opens, in order to get myself set up to protect some of my longer positions, which is, part of the reason I do that is a little bit of a hedge. A lot of people don't believe in hedging. I will, just depending on what I'm doing, but I will hedge sometimes, especially in my longer term accounts like IRA. I can trade options in my IRAs, so I will sometimes hedge in that. But overall, I just really feel that the market is very overbought. We're going to have pullback. I don't know how severe it's going to be. It's hard to tell. I'm a little surprised by the strength I'm seeing right here in the transportation index. I really thought this would be a lot weaker than it is, so it's a little surprising to me. But I am comfortable and confident that I do believe that this is going to move back down. And I might even do a quick calendar. I'll probably price that out and see what that looks like. Maybe even as low as the 192 range. Just because if it does move away from it, as long as I have enough time on this 192, I can wait, for it to move back toward it if necessary. But that's kind of what I'm looking at in the market next week. I think we're really, really overbought. Yes, we do get a run up into Christmas a lot of times, but I'm expecting the market to start to pull back. I don't think it's going to keep pushing up, and I will let you know if that changes. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your comments are, and I appreciate you taking the time. Thanks.